friends, welcome back to my kitchen and welcome to the Recipe Therapist. On this week's episode, we're going to be making a delicious summertime stuffed pepper with Orzo salad inside. It's so delicious. I put some Ricotta Salata inside, some fresh basil from my garden, and some tomatoes. But I am going to be adding something to the top. It's a special ingredient that you're going to have to stick around to the end to find out. So let's get started. I want to show you what you're going to need for this recipe. We're going to start out with the Orzo pasta. Orzo pasta comes in a bag or a box. What it is, it looks like rice, but it's a pasta. You can find it anywhere. It's really, really delicious. So I'm going to be using that. And then I have some cherry tomatoes that I picked from my garden. You can see they're kind of not perfect, but they're going to be so sweet and delicious. I have some chopped parsley here, some fresh chopped garlic, and some red onion. I am going to be using 2 red peppers for this recipe. I prefer the red peppers because they're sweeter than say like a green pepper. And I have a orange pepper here that I'm actually going to use some of it to chop up and put it inside the Orzo salad as well. Now we have Ricotta Salata. Okay, I want to tell you what this is. This is basically the Italian feta cheese, okay? It's not quite as salty as feta cheese, but it's creamy and it's so delicious in this recipe. You can find this at any Italian market, and a lot of grocery stores carry it as well. I have some salted butter, some salt and pepper, and some fresh basil leaves here. And last but not least, we are going to be drizzling some extra virgin olive oil on these peppers. So we have to start out with these red peppers here. We have to get them roasted in that oven. I preheated my oven to 400 degrees, so that's ready to go. Today we're going to be using a 9-inch round glass baking dish. So what I have to do first is put 1 tablespoon of water in this dish and about a tablespoon or so of extra virgin olive oil, okay? So I'm just going to swish that around. And now I want to show you how we're going to cut this pepper. I cut some already. I have a nice hearty serrated knife here, and I have to just go down the center of this pepper. And we have to take the core out. So I just take my knife like this, ever so gently, and I go around that core. And then I just kind of pat it like that, and there you go. And I'm going to start placing them in my dish, and then we're going to come back and we're going to get going with our Orzo pasta. So my peppers are ready to go in that oven, like I said, and roast, but they have to cook for about 25 to 30 minutes. And then when they're done, we're going to take them out and we're going to stuff them with our delicious Orzo salad. So while our peppers are roasting off in the oven, let's get going with our Orzo pasta. So I have a pot here with some water that I've brought to a boil. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt, and we're going to be using 1 cup of Orzo pasta. So I'm going to let this cook for about 8 to 9 minutes because I don't want it too soft. And then we're going to, I'm just going to give it a quick mix. And then we're going to rinse it off when it's done, and we're going to set it aside. My peppers are done. They had to cook about 30 minutes in my oven, but some ovens, they may take about 40 minutes. Because I want to show you what we're trying to attain here. This is the look that we want. We want this black edge here. You see how the skin is kind of buckling up, and you have that black edge? That's exactly what we want. We don't want it cooked fully through, but we want it soft enough that we can stuff these peppers and they're going to be so delicious. Now we're ready to start with our Orzo pasta. So I melted my butter and my 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I'm going to start with my onion, okay? I'm just going to put that right in, and I want to saute this up just to get it fragrant. I'm going to lower my flame just a little bit, probably in between a medium high. and they're sizzling up really, really nice. So I'm getting this nice and fragrant, like I said, and now I'm ready to add my garlic. All right, and again, I'm going to let this saute up for less than a minute just to get fragrant, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna add some of our other remaining ingredients. Okay, good. So now we're ready to add our peppers, which I cut up about 2 tablespoons of that orange pepper. And we're going to add our tomatoes, which I cut into halves. Now, for some of the bigger tomatoes, you might have to cut it into quarters, but I had all different sizes here, so I cut it some in half and some in quarters. So these are gonna go in just like that, and look at how colorful this is looking already. So I'm going to saute these ingredients for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to add our pasta and the rest of our spices. These tomatoes, look at them, they're softening up a bit. This is exactly what we want. So right now I'm going to shut my flame off, and I'm going to add my orzo pasta right to these tomatoes. Okay, and then I'm going to add my basil, which I broke up. I didn't chop it, I kind of like broke it up with my hands. I kind of like it in big leaves like this, and it smells so delicious. I'm going to add some fresh parsley, okay, and I'm just going to add a pinch of salt according to taste, and some pepper, some black pepper, again according to taste, and I'm going to mix this up, and then we're going to meet you back at the island to stuff these. But before we stuff them, we're going to add our Ricotta Salata cheese and some of my secret ingredients. So now we're ready to add our Ricotta Salata. So I have it all ready to go here. I'm going to take it with my hands and just break it up like this. The recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup, okay? This is about 8 ounces. I'm just gonna break it up. I'm not gonna use the whole thing. And look at this. Is this looking so good? Oh my gosh. So that's it. I just broke it up like that, and now I'm gonna mix it together, and you can see it just looks so creamy good. It's so colorful, and it's really gonna add such great flavor. Now, we're going to stuff these. The beauty about these peppers is that because we roasted the pepper, we can eat these stuffed peppers either cold or hot. You know, I mean, right now they're nice and room temperature warm. I mean, look at that. But, you know, these can go right into the refrigerator and, you know, get cold, and you can just, you know, eat it just like that, or heat it up if you like. Either way, they're so delicious. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff the rest of these. So here's our peppers, look at them. Are they so beautiful? So colorful. They smell so good. I cannot wait to try them. Now, I just want to tell you that this recipe, look at all of the orzo pasta that I have left over. I'm making 4 today, but you could probably make 6 or 7 of them even with the amount of pasta, or you can just kind of eat this plain and enjoy it. Now, for the secret ingredients that I told you to wait till the end to see, they're right here. What we're going to do is we're going to take a nice fresh block of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, which is the best, and we're going to just grate some right on top. Not too much, just enough, okay? Just like that. And I like lemon zest, so I have a nice fresh organic lemon here that I'm going to zest just a little bit of some fresh lemon. I mean, this is just such a great summertime dish. I mean, I just cannot wait to dig into these. But I'm not going to eat them right now because I have some friends coming over tonight. So I'm gonna save these, and I'm going to add just a little bit more olive oil on top. And these are gonna be so delicious for my friends to try. And that's it. These are our summer stuffed orzo peppers. I wanna thank you all so much for watching today. And I hope you enjoy this recipe as much as my family does. We'll see you next time. Serve up summer love. Take care.